week, and you spending countless hours at night having to do, tough independent research. So what you're going to learn tonight is the exact method that took me from 0 to 2.3 mil in sales and has produced my students millions of dollars in sales. So let's go over a few quick students who've ran through the 6-step system for themselves. So Andrew here, this screenshot's actually about a year old. And what's cool, Andrew's still drop shipping full time to this day. And this screenshot's 10K a month, but as of recently, I've seen him hit 10K days. So that goes to show how far you can grow if you stick with drop shipping consistently. Here's Tabby. Tabby has a 176K month here. And what's cool about Tabby, he's from the Philippines and then he moved to Canada. So he's an immigrant and now he's drop shipping like a mad lad. And last year he actually did over 1 mil. So again, this is just 1 month of that and he's been sticking with it consistently. We actually have an interview on my channel as well. Aaron stuck with ecom for a while. He was one of my first students actually who got to put this framework into use. And as of lately, he was ripping some 10K days too. I'm going to do a testimonial with Aaron on the channel soon, but he works a 9-to-5 job. And I think he's transitioning out of that. So he wants to keep his identity a little low key. You just lit your cigar, Ashot? Damn, that I should get one of those next time. Sounds like a vibe. Education. So why e-commerce could change your life too. I've been in e-com for years now, and making money with e-commerce in 2024 is more possible than ever. I learned super early on in e-com, it's based on your frameworks. It's not just luck. So it took me a while, but I got my own success down to a science. And as you saw, I've shared it with a few students, and tonight we're going to go over that with you. So why success is easier than ever today. My favorite misconception in the entire online business space is that drop shipping's dead. I'm sure you've seen the memes before. And it is true. Drop shipping was more popular back in like 2016, 2021. And then back in 2021, things shifted a bit because Facebook ads got tougher. They were banning everyone. So a lot of people just quit because they couldn't get their ads up without getting banned. But then about 2 years ago in 2022, TikTok ads became a literal money glitch. But since then, like a ton of people had quit, so they never got to fully dropship on TikTok and rinse and repeat it. Morocco. Haha, no, Fabio, we're going to get into some sauce, brothers. Have some patience. So this is where I'm able to capitalize. Today, I'm going to show you why having crazy success with ecom is more possible than ever. And just to prove a point, I'll briefly go over it before we get into the training. So here's why dropshipping is still possible in 2024. With TikTok, there's more eyeballs on it than ever. So you get extremely low CPMs, meaning you can target traffic for cheap. TikTok wants more advertisers on the platform. And then they introduced TikTok Shop, which has people buying more than ever. So you combine all 4 of these together and you have the perfect storm from an ecom perspective. Then we have AI and software. And there's so many ways that I'm utilizing AI and new technology to expedite my success in ecom. And we're going to go over this later from pre-built themes, automated product pages, and even, AI for your ads. So here's why tonight is going to be important for you. A lot of people overcomplicate e-commerce so much. And I imagine most of you have watched a ton of YouTube tutorials before, but maybe things haven't fully clicked yet. So I can promise you that by the end of this training, you'll have an actionable roadmap to seeing success in e-com and even how to fast track that success. So let's crush all of those limiting beliefs tonight that e-commerce is hard. It's going to be easy. So here's the value of this training. I normally charge $1,000 for an hour of my time. And if I was to sell an hour-long consulting call, like for a total beginner, it would essentially be everything I'm teaching you tonight. So I want you to pretend that you paid $1,000 to be here and then take notes and pay attention as if you did. So real quick, let's go over who I am because I know 1K for an hour might sound a little crazy. So my name is Anthony. I've been drop shipping full-time for 3 years now. And in that time, I've produced a little over 2.3 million for myself. And as you've seen, my students are printing as well. So before we get started, I have a quick challenge for you. For the next 60 minutes, I challenge you all to first put your phone away, just take it, throw it across the room, Close out all unnecessary tabs, so this is your main focus, and take diligent notes, because at the end of this stream, you will need a picture of those notes to be eligible for a $250 cash giveaway. But you have to stay until the end for that, because we will have a keyword that you need. So here's why this training exists. I get DMs every single day. Does drop shipping still work in 2024? Isn't it saturated? How do I get my first winner? I've been searching forever. How do I crack TikTok ads? Don't have much to lose. And I want to help everyone. I get so many messages, but I just don't have the time in the day to respond to each person individually. So that's why I have YouTube, because I wanted to do, backtrack. That's what I mainly focus on YouTube. But I wanted to do something a little more in depth tonight for a select few people. So my team and I, we put this little training together. It's a little more low key, and I want to reward you guys for being good followers and showing up. I've seen a ton of success in e-com for myself, and I want to give a little back to you guys. So let's get into that. And for perspective, we have 453 people in here live right now. And like most YouTube videos are getting like 15, 30K views. So when I say like a small amount of you are here, it is truly, a small amount. So let's get into the training. Remember, take some notes. You will need a picture of those to be eligible for that giveaway. So first things first, let's do a quick roll call in the chat. Can you guys comment 1 through 5 with where you're at in your e-commerce journey? So 1 being you've never heard of it, you have 0 experience. 2 being you know about it, but haven't really tried. 3 being you've tried it before, but you gave up or got lost. 4 being you made your first sale, but success fizzled out. And 5 being you're seeing success now, but you just want to scale a little higher. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of 3s, some 4s. Awesome, you guys are pros. Some 2s, 1s, that's cool. No matter where you're at, I'll make sure you guys. You're going to make some more money after this for sure, if you're a 5 already. So e-com store. It's that simple. I've boiled it down to 6 steps. Let's get into it. So step 1 is how to find winning products consistently. This is another element of e-commerce that's gotten drastically easier over the past couple years. In the past, you would have to grind to find some winners. Like you would pay people on Fiverr to bring you product research lists. You would watch like 10, 20 YouTube videos to see what products they talked about. You would have to pay for a ton of different spy tools, and it would be a few hundred per month in subscriptions. And you would have to be like Sherlock Holmes in the Facebook ads library, just trying to see if there's any ad creatives or products that have potential. But in 2024, this has gotten a lot easier. So the main sauce is TikTok Creative Center. It's 100% free, and it's literally created by TikTok. So TikTok's algorithm is literally telling us all of the viral products, and then it hands them to us on a silver platter. And still, people are using old methods of finding winners because they haven't caught on yet. And my lead student success coach, Jason Riptide, literally did 1 mil revenue last year in 2023 by just using the Creative Center for his product research. No paid spy tools, no paying for products, etc. It's literally a cheat code for finding winning products. Let me know in chat. Have you guys used the Creative Center before? I know some of you guys aren't noobs. You guys just need some training wheels necessarily. But let me know, have you used the Creative Center before? Is this new? Ezio, good. Abdel, Bed. Oh, I'm gonna put you guys on. Good stuff here. So let's go to the Creative Center. And if you just Google TikTok Creative Center, it will take you directly here. So just Google TikTok Creative Center. It's free. You just need to log in or create an account if you don't have one. And if you come to inspiration, you can come to this top ads dashboard. And this is where there's an infinite amount of possibilities here, and it does require, a little intuitiveness. So for the countries, United States is one of the best countries to sell in. But since we're doing product research, we can spy on people selling to some other countries. So think of like the Netherlands. There's a ton of drop shippers there. I know Germany has a ton of drop shippers. I'll throw Canada in here. Most people who target USA target them. You have New Zealand. Where else do people sell to? I've seen France, and we'll keep it there for now. So that's the start. Now we can go to the industry, and there's a few categories I like. So I usually just scroll through these and select all the ones that normally catch my eye. So apparel and accessories, this is a lot of women's fashion. This is like the easiest beauty niche ever. And you can just select one at a time if you'd like. And we'll do that for now. And then we'll come back and select all the others. For the objective, you want conversions for purchase. And you want to go last 7 days because we want products that are relevant now. Generally, the older the product, the more difficult it's going to be to get some traction with it. But if something's new, like what are these rip-off Cartier bracelets? If something's newer though, like there will be less competition for it. For the language then, I would just leave this as all because the countries we have are or leave neither. And then for likes, I like to do top 60%. Now this is the base. This will give you a good idea. So let's check the e-com. You would want to test this. But from my experience, it's definitely been around a while. What are these? This is a German ad, but just because it's in another language, that doesn't mean you can't sell it in the United States. I don't know what she's selling though. Initial ring is another super basic one. I have experience. I wouldn't sell something this generic necessarily. So I would go with something a little less traction. That would be a little difficult to get some sales. It would be like playing roulette essentially. Here are some scrubs. This is a really good winning product for nurses. This is a banger. This product right here, could probably print. It's super niche, but this is actually quite good. Oh, you guys should go test this one. We'll leave it here. Now that's some of the filters. For the other categories, baby hasn't been as good on TikTok. Beauty personal care is cool. And then I really like sports and outdoors. You'll get some good like insecure male products with that. And this is the base of it essentially. Now you can also sort by, and one of my favorite is 6-second view rate because this means people are watching the video at least 6 seconds and it's most likely a rather engaging product. What is this? A battle axe? This is crazy. Yo, you guys should sell this. This is wow. If your ads don't get rich, this wild, bro. These products do good. They're super niche, but people like to buy cool shit because it looks cool. I'm sure you can find something similar on AliExpress. I'm gonna check chat real quick. Yeah, and product research is supposed to take time, guys. That's the thing. So understand that. You're not gonna find a 100K per month product just like that. Now, some other things you can do too is look at what people are typing in their captions here. Like some people will say like 50% off. Well, here, this girl said buy one, get one free. This is a good example. We can come here and type buy one, get one free. And this will show us other ads that have the same exact text in it. I don't really know what this is. What the fuck? I don't know. We'll go to the next one. This is a dress. Buy one, get one free. You can click into them. Tells you more data. You can go to their website. This seems to be maybe like a brand, but again, that's how product research goes. You're just going to slowly go down this rabbit hole of never-ending products. And again, there's a million filters. So I gave you guys like a ton of countries. You can try isolating each country one at a time. I gave you quite a few categories, so you can go through those one at a time. You can try changing the filters, like maybe you go last 30 days. Maybe you search 50% off. There's a million intricacies. So just go through it. Keep looking and don't be like upset if you don't find anything right away because that's expected. So step 2 then is how to build landing pages and stores that convert like crazy. So your landing page in e-commerce is absolutely vital, and getting your conversion rate from 2 to 3% literally increases your revenue by 50%. So think about it. Like this is what allows you to scale your brand, invest more in ads, etc. And when you know your landing page is dialed in and you're squeezing every dollar out of the visitors on your store, you know you're going to be able to cook up. So how can you do this? What is needed? What are the big elements on our landing page that are really going to move the needle? So first we have product photos. I always recommend 4 to 6 product photos. And you want to use branded product photos, preferably with faces. Have one photo of like a person with the product, have like a GIF of the product, one photo with some benefits of the product, one photo of like the product on its own. Just have like a good variety. Essentially, before the viewer scrolls, like they have to be sold on the product. So the better your photos, the better your odds are. And one photo I like too is a photo of like a testimonial style photo with a little black block of text at the bottom and having a testimonial photo at the end. Those absolutely cook up. So it's like instead of like a testimonial at the bottom, you just make it a product photo and you add the text on the photo itself, like with quotes around the paragraph and then the reviewer's name with like 5 stars. Cool. The next we have product description. We'll cover that in a second. For reviews, you want 6 to 12 reviews. That's enough to test with. Ideally, the more photo reviews you have of the product in action, the better. Don't put reviews if it's like a shitty box. No one wants to see that. Overall, you need a branded Loops feel, which we'll get to in a sec. And then don't forget to customize your checkout page either, because a lot of people like leave the default colors and logo. It looks a little sloppy. So you may be asking like, okay, but how do I know what a good landing page actually looks like? And again, the quickest way to build a high converting store is to simply look at what your competitors are doing and improve upon it. So you can get inspiration from your competitors and improve on where they're being lazy. So if they have crappy reviews, add better ones. If they're like text, the copy, the words on their store is shit, do it better. Like speak to the customer better. And if their store isn't branded or it's like an ugly theme, you can easily outdo it with the pre-built one. So when it comes to building a store, don't obsess over like a small colors. Like just, if you want blue, don't be like, oh, will this light blue work better than this dark blue, than this navy blue? Like, no, the customer is not going to purchase because of that. It's so insignificant. So, like, make it simple. For your logo in my course, I spend 30 seconds making a logo. I keep it simple because that's not why the customer is going to purchase. So focus on what really matters. And that would be building trust with potential buyers. On our page, we need to answer any questions or objections the customer may have. And we need to incite some FOMO with scarcity and really build up the benefits so they want the product. And the good news is, like, this is another part of dropshipping that's got way easier as time's progressed. So all of my students get pre-built themes. So they literally just plug and play, fill in the blanks with a ChatGPT prompt. And I can get a page done in 20, 30 minutes. If you're just starting, maybe 1-2 hours to get a page. But once you're good, like under an hour for sure. It really doesn't take too much time. Cool. And let's go over how to get a store started. So first, I would recommend Build Your Store AI. This is my link. I'll drop the link in the chat real quick for you guys. But this will give you a custom Shopify store in literally 30 seconds. You can choose your niche. I would click this, but I don't want to like show show an email or anything. And for a store, this is how my pre-built 4.0 is structured. So this is from a case study I'm launching soon. It's this viral BBL jacket. And I keep my product pages pretty simple. Again, most customers are on mobile view. So this is how it's going to look for them. FAQ at the bottom. And remember, we have really good high quality review photos. Can I check your store? Maybe at the end, brother. So yeah, that's it for the store. It's pretty simple. Cart page, got a timer, some trust badges. And that's like literally the pre-built 4.0 is structured in that same way. Now that store, by the way, was built on Shrine theme, but it's the same layout as the 4.0. Just want to preface that. So step 3 then is how to create offers that sell effortlessly. So a big common misconception with ecom is that it's all about the product. And a good product is definitely vital, but it means nothing without a good offer. So a good offer and a good product together is what really allows you to scale while remaining wildly profitable. So in order to craft a good offer, you have to really dive deep into your buyer's persona. Why are they even looking to buy this product? Like, what issue is going on in their life, and how can you craft an offer that eliminates that pain point? And what financial demographic does the customer probably fall into? And can you compete competitively on price with your other competitors? Now, this can get a little complex, so we'll tackle them each one at a time. And once you get a winning product, it'll be pretty clear, like when you see your cost of goods and you start role playing, some scenarios. So a good rule of thumb when you're trying to think of an offer is everyone wants to feel like they're getting a good deal. They want to feel special and like this offer is too good to say no to. So you can pair any of these with a good product, good copy, and a killer landing page, and you will have a killer winning offer. So a few offers here that work relatively well is first discounted shipping when they buy 2 units. So on 1 unit, you'll have $4.95 shipping. And then if they buy 2 units, they get free shipping. And sometimes you can give them 10% off if your margins allow for it. But this is like the easiest one. Like honestly, if you're just getting started, I would do this offer right here. It works for most products. It's very simple. And most customers buy 2 to get free shipping. So they spend more to save like $5. It's kind of funny. And you just get way more money to play with on ads. Another good offer is buy one, get one free. If your cost of goods are like below $10, you can run a BOGO. It's one of my favorites. But if the cost of goods are a little more than 10, that's where buy one, get one free might not be as effective. And a little more advanced then is to include a free complimentary item or an ebook. And that way you can craft that more intentionally when you dive deep like into your buyer persona. Not every product's going to need an ebook, but if you're selling like let's say an anti-anxiety dog bed, maybe you sell like a ebook on how to keep your dog more calm or something silly. And for some I got to backtrack, guys. I totally forgot I wanted to show you the ChatGPT prompt for the pre-built store. So what you see here is the exact layout of the product page I just showed you. So you can copy this and I'll show you the product page once more. This is literally what the ChatGPT description is. And then you just paste it in just like this. And you just have to change the product name. So viral BBL jacket. And now ChatGPT will cook up a killer product page. And the best part, it's going to follow cheaper rates than AliExpress. My bad. So for pricing then, because we were just talking about offers, I got to look back. Here's my pricing table. So what do you price your product for, Anthony? So I would look at what your cost of goods are here. So if it's less than 4, if it's 4 to 7, 7 to 9, 9 to 12, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So wherever your cost of good lies, you just look at the recommended selling price, and that's what you should sell it for. Now, maybe you're not getting add to carts, or maybe you're not getting purchases. Well, maybe you lower the price by $5, see how that works. But generally, I'll always test here. And like if I'm not getting add to carts, but I get clicks, lower the price by like $5. I try to keep it simple. To link a product from AutoDS to AliExpress, you literally you click add product. It's the most simple thing ever. I promise you, you'll see it. For BOGO, I use Kaching Bundles. That's the app. So this is the pricing table once more. Take a pick. 3, 2, 1. So next then, let's go over how to get ad creatives that crush on TikTok. So finding ad creatives that crush on TikTok is very similar to finding a winning product. You're just going to search TikTok and see like what's already doing well. So when you find a product on the Creative Center, you can look at what ads that they're also running. You can search that product name in the search bar, see other competitors. You can go to Facebook, see if anyone's running it there. And the easiest way is go to the search bar on TikTok and just type in your product name. And once you get some familiarity with like direct response copy, and once you have a few ads that get you high ROAS, you start to understand what works in advertising, and it becomes a little easier to make ads going forward. But until you get that like first video you can scale with, things might not click right away. So don't get discouraged. Things do get easier with time for sure. Alex, in the Discord, it's for all the premium members. I mean, you can just make it. It's not like it's too hard to make. It is just text. So let's go over the viral TikTok framework. So this is going to be the easiest way to get a winning ad. Honestly, if you guys are like new, I would just stay with clothing products and follow this framework every time. And it's just a matter of time until something pops off. So the video is comprised of 5 sections. A hook is what gets their attention. The close is the call to action. And then we have 3 pieces of content, which is usually like a person talking. Now we'll actually go over 2 ads here. I thought of a better example actually that I think you guys would like a little more. Let me pull that up. So we're going to go over an example of an ad that follows that framework for the safety razor. And to start, here we have it. So it says, let me pull this up. It says, this is the hook. How to shave your coochie like a pro. And you can see it's just the most outrageous ad I've ever seen in my life. But that is what makes a good hook. You're hooked. You got to see, like, what the fuck am I looking at? And this is a great example of a good hook. I know, David, I'm putting you guys on some good sauce. So let's go look at the framework. So the hook here, let's fill this out. So the hook is, what was the hook? Oh, it's the wrong caption. Hold up. Okay, we're back. So the hook here is how to shave your coochie like a pro. How to shave your coochie like a pro. And it's her shaving her jeans private parts. Doesn't make sense, but you guys know what I mean. Let's go back. Let's check the video. Oh wait, sorry. I was filling that in here. You guys didn't see that. Let's go back to Minyo. So let's check the next part. This should be body 1. This safety razor is perfect for painless hair removal. So let's type that in. This safety razor is perfect for, what was it? Painless hair removal. And okay, let's see what the clip is here to match that. Okay, so it shows her, oh, okay, see how the text changes here? So it shows her putting it together. So it's her assembling. So then we have content 2. Let's break it down. Let's see. Eliminate ingrowns and bumps. And it's her shaving. Okay. Eliminate ingrowns and bumps. And it's her shaving. Sorry, I keep forgetting to change tabs. It's not automatic. I got to get habitual with it. So then it says suitable for all body parts. It leaves your baby soft and butter. What the fuck, guys? Suitable for all body parts. Sorry, I'm going to add that text here. She did 2 texts. She kind of stacked them there. And then it says something about being soft. It leaves your baby soft, butter smooth, skin perfect. I thought like I was like slow for not being able to read that, but I think it's just written super weird. And it's them shaving. And then it should have a CTA right here, a call to action. Oh, that was the call to action. Say goodbye to bumpy skin today. And look, that was literally, that was just a random ad I pulled up. I had it saved, but it fit the framework exactly. It literally fit the framework exactly. This was just more shaving. And then at the end, it was her rubbing her legs. So that's like every ad has a framework like this. They're usually 5 sections. And usually you can just swap out the hook and leave the rest the same. How was that? Is that pretty saucy for you guys? Pretty straightforward? I try to keep things simple. So to prepare this a little easy, I would recommend you download like 10, 30 clips of the product, have ChatGPT do a script framework, which we'll cover in just a second. And then you just saw like the framework on the Google Sheet. So you just have to fill in the blanks there. So let's go over how you can get an AI voice for your ads. Let's say you wanted to recreate their ads. You could literally like copy this text, come to ChatGPT, say reword this TikTok script. Okay. Ta-da. Now we have a new script. And then we come to 11 Labs. We paste it in here. We get Natasha. But you have to add her voice. She's not on here by default. Natasha. Here we are. Natasha. And add this one. And now we have our script ready. And now we have 30 clips downloaded. Go to CapCut, edit the same way they did, and you can print with Ecom. You guys like that? That's a little saucy, So next, we're going to go over my 7-figure TikTok ads glitch. And the most important thing when it comes to running paid ads, it's not the creative, it's not the ad campaign structure or the targeting. And yes, those are all important, but not the most important, because the number one thing that determines your success is your ability to read data. Most people getting into ecom do not understand what metrics they're looking at. It's just numbers on a screen. So the main metrics I look at to determine how my product's doing are the CPM, CPC, CTR, and most importantly, the return on ad spend. So your CPM is cost per mil, cost per 1,000 impressions, how much you pay to target 1,000 people. CPC is your cost per click, how much you pay for a single click. CTR is click-through rate. This is how many people click compared to the total impressions. And return on ad spend is how much you generate for how much you've spent. So another thing most people don't realize is that you need to be confident in your testing framework, because if you're making 10K a day, you're spending at least 2,500 on ads. So you got to spend a lot if you're going to make a lot. So being able to read your data is huge. You need to understand when something's working, when it's not, how to scale it, how to cut your losses, etc. So when it comes to my glitch, simply target other countries. Countries like the United Kingdom and Australia have so many buyers, but very few people ever run ads there. So you can expect much lower CPMs and CPCs and a ton of extra profit if you can get that down. So it can be as simple as taking a product from the USA, coming up with a killer offer for the product, which we just talked about, and then just marketing it in a new country. You guys have the viral framework. Take that new country, and that right there can net you 6 to 7 figures alone through ecom. And we'll go over how to read some data here, because this is important. The real glitch, guys, is just knowing how to read your data. There is no magical glitch. That's what you got to realize. So Zachary, you'll need an agency account if you want to, if you're targeting Big Five. How do you day part? I just don't. It's run all day. So when it comes to reading your data, there's 3 central checkpoints. So for day 1, let me pull up the YouTube video actually, just so you guys can have it. So for day 1, you're going to launch my my CBO, Anthony CBO strategy, which you should be able to see in the new way to run TikTok ads right here. So I'll drop the link if you guys want to just click this, save it real quick. Now, in that video, we launch a CBO. It's $50. So we're spending $50 to test our product. A CBO is just it's a type of campaign. So we launch one campaign, and inside of that campaign, we have 3 videos. One campaign, 3 videos inside, all going to the product page, and we're spending $50 amongst the 3. So 50 in total, not 150, 50 in total for the whole day. Now, since we have 3 videos inside, we need to look at the data on each video individually. You might have one video doing ass. That doesn't mean you shut the whole campaign off. You can just shut the one video off. And you might have one video that's killing it. So like that's cool too. It doesn't mean the other ones are bad. You might just have one that's doing really well right now. So we need to look at them all independently. So when you look at the 3 ad creatives, by around $5, $10 ad spend, if an ad creative has a cost per click of $1.50, I would just shut it off unless it has an add to cart. But generally, if it's above $1.50, I'll turn it off. Then let the others spend until about $15, $20-ish. From here, we can go to the next checkpoint. But if you shut all your ad creatives off, like all of them are above $1.50, no add to carts, you can test 3 new ad creatives tomorrow, because, if you're trying to scale to like 100K a month, what are the odds your first set of ads is the best? Very rarely your first ad, your first offer is going to be profitable, and it will take some iteration, which is, what is this? Hey, can we ban Mark? Hey, moderator, I need you to do your job. So by $20 ad spend on the ad creative, you want to start seeing some add to carts. So if you don't have any add to carts on the ad, sorry, by $20 ad spend on the overall campaign, I should have clarified that. So when the campaign itself spends $20 amongst your 3 videos, check back in. And if an ad creative has a cost per add to cart above $10, I would shut it off, because realistically, you're going to need add to carts for 1/3 to a quarter of your break even point. So if you're not getting add to carts flowing in, then that ad creative probably won't be profitable and you can shut it off. Now, if your ads are getting a ton of clicks, like your cost per click is below $1, but you're not getting any add to carts, don't panic either, because if you're getting clicks, that means there's intent. People are interested in your product. So with that being said, sometimes you change your offer. Remember, we went over a few different offers. We went over the buy one, get one free, charging shipping on 2+. And again, you don't know what offer is going to be the best on day one. So sometimes what you test with might not be the best, and you might need to switch it up for the next day. And once the CBO has basically spent for the day, you want to come back to your ad creatives. If any ad creative has a sale, let that run another day, and you can also duplicate it into its own campaign. And then if an ad creative has no sales, don't panic. You want to look at the add to carts, because if you're getting a lot of add to carts, if the cost per add to cart is 1/4 to 1/3 your break even point, you can turn that off, because it's most likely not going to be profitable. But if you are getting add to carts for that cheap, I would let this run another day, because again, if you're trying to build like a 100K per month business, what are the odds that TikTok optimizes perfectly day one? Well, yes, it happens sometimes. Sometimes it just needs an extra day. So essentially, if your ad has a sale, let it run. If an ad has a ton of add to carts, let it run. If you get low cost per click, if your cost per click is below $1 and you're getting no add to carts, test a new offer. If you're getting a high cost per click above $1.50, then test new ad creatives. Highest ROAS, typically at scale like 3, like 2.5 to 3.5 fluctuates up and down in there. So to clarify once more, if you have one sale, duplicate to a new campaign. If you have no sales, look at add to carts. If you get add to carts, good. No add to carts, then bad. You might need to test a new offer. If cost per click is above $1.50, probably need some new ad creatives. So 6 now is how to optimize and scale past 10K a month. So getting to 10K a month is pretty simple. And honestly, scaling past it is even easier. So once you have your product, offer, landing page, ads all dialed in, like the previous steps, it's pretty simple to move forward. So there's a few levers I see students use to soar past that 10K per month mark. And in my experience, these are the most effective. So first, combat ad fatigue by investing in a variety of ad creatives. You want to always be testing and launching new ads on a weekly basis. Then you want to optimize your email and SMS. You want to have upsells, cross sells, anything you can do to get the customer to spend more. This alone can add an extra 20% of revenue, bare minimum. And majority of this is going to be pure profit. So then we can start branching out to new ad platforms. If you're doing 1K a day on TikTok, we'll go to Snapchat, Meta, get an extra 1K from both of those. And finally, you need good customer support, because people will email you asking about tracking. Maybe they want a return, refund, maybe chargeback. Maybe they lie actually and say they never received it. And you have to go like get all this proof that it was delivered with a photo of it. Things can get a little like crazy. So you just want to remember, like, you're a proper business here. So here's a quick recap of what you guys learned. You just learned the 6-step process that I would give to my younger self to get him to 5 to 15K within the next 90 days of his e-com store. So step 1 is how to find winning products consistently. Step 2 is how to build landing pages and stores that convert like crazy. Step 3 is how to create offers that sell effortlessly. Step 4 is how to get ad creatives that crush on TikTok. Step 5 was my TikTok ads glitch, which was all reading the data. And step 6 was how to optimize and scale past 10K per month. Your hand's cramping, bro. How many notes are you writing, man? How are your notes coming along right now? I know I've been yapping out here. I'm the mayor of Yapping Town right now. Just trying to get through the info, trying to keep it under an hour. So this is the 6 steps that changed my life. On the right here, I look like a liberal trans supporter. So I started my online biz in 2015 with this Clash channel. That was me with my 1 mil subs face reveal. And I built a 6-figure business from like my bedroom. It was surreal. Eventually, though, that channel died and I knew like online money was real. So I was introduced to ecom. And things didn't click instantly. Like I tested dozens of products and I even had to go back to college for firefighting school. And I was just like throwing money at stuff, consulting calls, themes, education, etc. I knew I had to make some money with ecom because my YouTube had slowed down. So I was in the same shoes as a lot of you guys. I was in school trying to escape and I knew success was possible, but just couldn't quite crack it. And I was like this for a while until 2021. And I paid Luke Belmar $1,000 for an hour of his time. And like I said, it was one of my many investments in myself. And that hour-long call with him changed my life. Like 2 weeks later, I found my first winning product and hit $89,000 revenue. Like I'll never forget how that call was. I'm doing a YouTube video like taking you guys through all of the DMs from when I first met Luke and we scaled to 100K revenue in under 2 weeks. And you get to see me like pursue ecom full time, basically like drop out, like throw the career with firefighting down the can. So it's all documented. And from this point on, I've been full-time e-commerce. And it's not to say it's all been, smooth sailing. Like in 2022, I got banned from Facebook. And then I had to pivot from Facebook to TikTok. And that's when I realized like how powerful of a platform TikTok is. And between the lower ad costs, TikTok creative strategy we gave you, and AI accelerating everything, it's as powerful of an ads platform as you can possibly have. And once I cracked TikTok, that's when real money started. I did over 2 million sales across my stores and counting. And I decided to do what my mentor did for me. So I focused on building my personal brand alongside the e-com stores. And we've been documenting the journey on YouTube over the last almost 2 years now, a year and a half. And that brings me to today. So e-commerce is as hot as ever. And I want to scale my own stores to 8 figures and beyond. But I want to take 100 students to their first 100K month this year. And I want you guys watching to be one of those. So here's Dolphin. Dolphin, what's cool about him is he was working a 9 to 5 in Netherlands as a banker, hated it, and he took a product, the bodysuit from my YouTube video, word for word, just sold it to Netherlands, ripped 100K month, joined mentorship. He's done over $1 million last year as well. Here's Tara Shin. You can't see this that well, but it's 110K from May 1st to May 13th. So 110K 2 weeks. Tara was an absolute beast, by the way. Boston Nova, he had some personal stuff come, had to take a few months off, but he crushed a 12K, 14 days. And there's dozens others. Like I'm sure you guys are in the Mafia Discord. You've seen the wins. You've seen the testimonials on the channel. I know you guys are good. So that concludes it for this training. And we still have a little more value to go over before we get to the live Q&A. And remember, your notes tonight could be life-changing already. So I want to ask you guys, do you think your $1,000 call paid off? Do you see how clear it is to make 5, 15K in the next 90 days of an e-com store? Like I literally broke down how to get your ads perfect, the product page. I showed you one of my actual stores. I couldn't have made it any more clear. You guys better be at 5s. Remember I asked you what number you were 1 through 5 earlier? Where are you guys at right now? If you were a 1 earlier, where are you at now? Hey, moderator, can you ban these nerds? Five. I love it. I love it. So remember, stick around, keep taking some notes because you'll need those at the end, maybe another 10, 15 minutes, and then you guys can enter that 250 cash giveaway. So I got some bad news now. I'm sure a lot of you guys are feeling that dopamine. I just saw all the 5s and you just learned how to finally see success in ecom. And you think right now is your moment. And for most of you, there's still a lot more that needs fixing. Like I went through the same thing, aimlessly trying new strategies, products, ad strategies, etc., just hoping one would magically work. And what I found was I was the issue. I was missing so much and it was much deeper than some new hack or glitch. And I, like most of you watching this, suffered from lack of accountability, lack of consistency, lack of discipline, and lack of specialized knowledge. You know, the secrets that you're not going to find in a 10-minute YouTube video, like only the things that someone who's done it before is going to truly understand. And the hardest part about drop shipping is just not giving up. And so many of my students, before they started working with me, were either on the brink of giving up or they hadn't really tried in the first place. And that's what I like to do for my students is give them that edge they need to really succeed. But also it's them knowing that if there is ever an issue, they can just come right to me and I most likely have the answer for it. So even after all of the info I gave you guys tonight, 95% of you probably won't be able to crack the code by yourself. I saw a lot of fives. A lot of you are ambitious, which is good. You need to believe in yourself. But what you need is someone by your side who's been through the struggle before and conquered. You need a deep education on e-commerce so you can become a 1% dropshipper. And you need a community of other hungry and driven entrepreneurs that can help keep you sharp and push you. My call with Luke changed my life. And it's inspired me to grow my personal brand so I can make an impact on your life the same way he did for me. I told you guys my goal for this year is to get 100 students to their first 100K month. And I want you to be one of those 100. I don't want you to get off this call and not be able to see results and eventually give up because I've seen it happen way too many times. So because you've stayed this far through, I have a small opportunity for you. I have something that will cure everything that's been holding you back from seeing success and finally achieve the life you've dreamed of. So if you take advantage of this, let me show you how your e-com journey is going to look. So imagine this, no more guessing where your next winner is going to come from. No more guessing if you're going to burn through thousands on unprofitable ads. No more guessing if you set up your store correctly or if you're missing out on thousands of dollars a day in revenue. And no more feeling stuck and like you're alone in this journey, because I know e-com can feel lonely, but the payoff is so worth it in the long term. So with that being said, comment me right now if you want to see what I have for you guys. I think you'll like it. It's a special opportunity I've reserved for just the people watching today. Typos? I don't think there's a typo. You lost a lot? We'll fix that, bro. We'll troubleshoot it. I'm seeing a lot of memes. You guys get me hyped. Thank you for the support, guys. You're a good audience. We got 400 people here. You guys are good. Shout out to the Mafia gang. Let me get some Mafia gangs in chat. Mafia gang. My neighbors are going to think I'm crazy. They always probably hear me just shouting, making dank content. Let me get some Mafia gangs in chat. And we'll get back to what I got for you guys. Mafia gang up. Let me see it. Mafia gang. There we go. So here's what I got for you guys. Tonight, I'm going to open up a few spots to speak directly with my head scaling consultant. The purpose of this call is to see how you and I can potentially work together. Whether that means me helping you get to 6-figure months or hitting your first 1K day. Typically, most people go through this long application process. 80-90% of people get rejected. But tonight, I'll let a few of you guys book directly on Mason's calendar because I know a lot of you guys are hungry. I've seen the 5 Mafia gang up. I see you guys. So this is Mason. He's my head scaling consultant on the team. He's done over 6 figures in e-com himself, and he's basically my right-hand man. Him and I, we work together each day. So he sort of filters people out. You'll talk to him. If it's a good fit, then you'll be linked to me after. But he's here just to sort of talk with you, hear your situation, see where you're at with e-com. Now, before you book a call, let me just go over who this isn't for. If you're not committed to seeing e-com success and you're kind of shopping around, don't book a call. If you have less than $3,000, that's just not enough for TikTok ads, for everything, and don't book a call because we won't be able to help you. You need at least $3,000 for TikTok ads, fulfillment, processing fees, apps, random subscriptions, and that's for a few months, not like all at a time. But if you got less than 3K, it'll be hard. Now, if you don't see the point in investing in a coach because you want to do it on your own, that is cool. not for you. If you have no work ethic, no consistency, if you're not super serious about your goals and don't want to be coached to greatness, and if you just want a free consultation call, this isn't for you. It's not going to be a free strategy call where I'm reviewing your store and your ads. No, this is to see how we can genuinely help you improve your results with e-com. And if we can, we'll invite you into the program. So if you understand why having a mentor who's done millions by your side to help you scale is helpful, oh, my bad. However, if you understand why having a mentor is helpful, are extremely motivated to make 2024 the year you finally change your life, and if you have at least $3K to invest in starting your online business for products, ads, fulfillment, testing, etc., and you're willing to put in a few hours of work per day to get there, then I think we can make something work. So here's what you'll get. If Mason thinks you and I are a good fit to work together, here's some of what you'll get access to. So first, it's a one-on-one mentorship with me. You'll also get access to my personal 4-phase framework that I've taken dozens of students through, and they've hit 6 and 7 figures as you've seen in the Discord, the testimonials, on the presentation. You guys know. You'll get 6 months access to my VIP mastermind group. You'll get 10 plus ChatGPT and AI automations. You'll get a 100K per month store reveal. So that way you can see what an actual store looks like behind the scenes. And you'll also get discounts to my most favorite and profitable spy tools. And I'll even give you guys the custom pre-built store. You guys are good. Hey, moderator, can you keep banning these dorks? So let's break each of these down. With the one-on-one mentorship, you and I will have a group chat and we message every day. I'll personally look at your products. I'll review your store, ad creatives, help you run ads, and we'll have an onboarding call, and we can call once per week from there or whenever is really needed. For the 4-phase framework, let's break it down. Phase 1 is the foundation. I'll help you get your store, product, offer, landing pages, ad creatives, everything ready to go for our ads. Phase 2 then is where we test our ad creatives. Remember, day 1 might not be profitable, which is okay because we know how to read metrics to know how to pivot and what to test next. Once we have profits, we go to phase 3, we scale up. And then phase 4 is when we bring it all together. Remember, we need to have an LLC, make a proper business because this is like a real biz at the end of the day. For the VIP mastermind, you'll get the e-com, or for the VIP access, you get access to my VIP mastermind community. In there, we have 3 times a week group coaching calls with other students, and we give 20 weekly winning products. You have a private VIP chat with other students, and you get a couple other extra features. Thanks for banning the dorks. So let's go over some hype. This is Jason. What's cool about Jason? He went through the program last year and he's on my team as a student success coach. So he's went through it himself and now he's helping other students succeed too. Another student success coach we just onboarded this week, TCAS, is Jason's partner. And TCAS went through the program last year as well, has cleared multiple 6 figures. And he's another student success coach to lead you guys to greatness. Another pick from Jason, it got too easy for him where he was ripping 2 stores at once, almost 15K a day, which is mad. Here's Andrew. We talked about him earlier. He's still doing e-com to this day. He's building a brand. I believe he's pushing some TikTok shop, but he's good, a hustler, absolutely crushes it. Nick here took a bet on himself. I remember he was still in school, didn't really enjoy his job much. And here's 16K in 2 weeks, despite all odds. Here's Jeter, 2K in a day. And the common denominator that all of these people have in common is they weren't natural marketing geniuses or awesome entrepreneurs or sitting on a boatload of cash, but they did have some self-awareness and they knew that what they were doing in e-com wasn't working and they were wise enough to find a mentor. So they booked a call with Mason, and tonight you can do the same. So imagine you had me by your side, all the info you can possibly need about scaling your stores, every edge that an e-com entrepreneur can possibly have, and a community of other hundreds of killers doing exactly this so you can learn from them and grow together. There's no doubt you would be in a better position today. Like, no one would disagree. Everyone would have to. So if you want to finally feel like you have some direction and guidance in your e-com journey, if you want to finally stop all the guesswork and trying to figure out all these little intricacies by yourself, and if you want to finally be told like, hey, I would change this, or you're doing great and this is how to get your store to the next level, then I want you to book a call with Mason. Let's work together and let's hit your goals this year. There's no reason any of you can't hit 1K a day. Like, it's such a baby number. Like, if only you guys had given ecom like a shot with the info I have. So let's explain the importance of coaching. Like, having one-to-one mentorship should cut down your learning curve by 80-90%, which saves you a ton of stress. It gives you time to focus on like the high ROI task on your business. And this is going to help you get your dream income way quicker because you'll have someone by your side who's been there and done that before. So real quick, let's go over the story of Jack and John. So this is one of my favorite ones. So listen closely. John spends 9 months fighting day after day to figure everything out himself. He goes through all of the guesswork, does hours of independent research, and he makes a ton of mistakes because he's figuring it out himself and he has only so much time to dedicate to it. He eventually hits 10K a month because it's inevitable, but it takes him 9 months. Jack, on the other hand, knows he doesn't want to spend hours each night figuring out every detail on his own. So he invests into a program like this and has the entire blueprint laid out in front of him and the best insider information at his fingertips. That way, the community and coaches keep him accountable and help him get there. Jack hits 10K in 4 months. So between John and Jack, they both get 10K a month, but John was miserable the whole time, almost quit. And John made 10K after 9 months. Jack had a much easier time on coaching and got there in 4 months. So Jack had the easier time and he nets an extra 50K because he got to 10K a month 5 months sooner than John, all because he made one small investment in coaching. So let me explain. Like, you saw all the results of the students, and maybe that's like 10% of our success stories. We have people from all ages, income levels, all levels of experience, making life-changing money through ecom. And the fact that you had the opportunity to work with us tonight and see this presentation, and you can get started by just clicking a link, could and should be an opportunity that changes your income drastically. My perspective is, at this stage, the biggest thing I've learned is that time is money. And if you're not seeing success right now, every month you spend doing nothing is costing you 5K, 10K, 15K month profit. So your lack of not knowing how to make money with ecom is actually taking money out of your pockets. So if that's not making you upset, I don't know what will. So now you have a choice. You can be like John and try to struggle your way to your goals. It will get harder and harder with no guidance. Or you can be like Jack and make a small investment in coaching, take a ton of the stress and uncertainty off your plate, and increase your odds of success drastically. So it's your choice. You can book a call and take action tonight. So while you're picking a time that works for you, let's go over a quick FAQ. Then we'll do a live Q&A and we'll do that giveaway, which we talked about. So FAQ 1, can you do this with a 9-to-5 job or school? And the answer is yes. If you can commit, I would say 10, 20 hours per week on this business, you have enough to test products frequently and get something you can scale up. For capital to start, I say $3,000 to $5,000 is a safe amount. And that would be for ads, for the mentorship fee, for fulfilling orders, transaction fees, subscriptions, and anything else that pops up over the duration of 6 whole months. So I would say 3,000 to 5,000 is a very safe amount where you can test a few products and then get there. Now, how long does it usually take to see results? Because I mentioned, we have 6 months in the program. So for me personally, I get a winner every 1 in 5 products generally. So for students, I like to try and hit that ratio, but a common timeline is 1 to 3 months because you need to go through the course, get all the information. Your first product or two is definitely not going to be profitable, very rarely, but after a few products, things get easier, things get faster. So 1 to 3 months, 1 in 5, 1 in 6 products is definitely reasonable. I know this isn't recorded. Number 4, am I actually involved? This is a good question. So we would have a private chat. It would be me, you, and then my team. So my team consists of Jason Riptide, TCast, and then I have a few other members that have been on my stores or the Discord for the last 1 to 2 years. Essentially, whoever's online first is going to reply to you. So if you message at 4 a.m. and I'm sleeping and you get a reply at 4:30 from someone, it's not going to be me. But if I'm online, yeah, you'll see me in there. I'm active. I still do calls every week. I message people. So yeah, I'm still there. For taxes, this is going to be different depending on your country. If you did join the group, I can definitely send you in the right direction. You don't need to be in the USA for this. You can live anywhere. I have people all over the world from the UK, Canada, Mexico, Ireland, Switzerland, Germany, Italy, Hungary, Greece, literally all over the world. For age 18 plus is generally preferred, but there are some 16-year-olds in the program. Like I've had people 15, 16 join because like they have cash, they hustle, and they're ready to scale up with ecom. Now, the purpose of the call with Mason is just to filter people out. Again, how many people are here right now? Like 400, 300. So if there's 300 people that all book a call with Mason, like that's just a lot for me to handle. So he's there to filter who's a good fit and to see, you know, who we should bring into the group. So if those questions, you know, were holding you back from booking a call, now that I've answered them, I want you to book a call with Mason. And now we can do how to enter the $250 cash giveaway. So DM me a picture on Glitch Anthony on Instagram with either an alien or a gun emoji. And I'll pick a winner after this call. So go to Instagram at Glitch Anthony. If you can't send me a photo for some reason, just reply to my story with an alien or gun. And if you win, you can send me the photo then. But send one of these emojis, and that's how I'll know you watched till the end. Hey Zeus, if you're already in, then you don't book a call with Mason. Funny. So let's get into this live Q&A. So feel free to ask anything about the one-on-one mentorship, starting your ecom store, scaling your store. I'll read the chat. We still have some time to chill. What questions you guys got? I'm in the Q&A room, by the way. So Jeff, for the mentorship, we recommend 3,000 to 5,000. That'll be enough for your ads. That'll be enough for the program fees. That'll be enough to fulfill orders, apps, literally everything would be included for that. If you're below 3K, remember, not our first product won't be a winner. So if you're below 3K, it's a little sketchy, and I just don't want you to spend all your money drop shipping before we're really scaling and cruising. And with more cash flow, you can put more money into ads and scale faster. Whereas if you only have like a couple $100, you're just going to scale on like $50, $100 budgets, which is a little slow. But if you can spend 1K, 3K a day on ads, that's when things start to get fun. So how do you know if a product is not succeeding? So Keoli, we would help you look at your ad metrics each day. So with all the students, they send us a picture of their dashboard with a certain set of columns we give them. And then we read the metrics. We let you know like, hey, this ad creative is good. Let's scale this up. This one's bad. Let's turn that off. And we'll be there side by side. You broke your mewing streak? What? So with the pre-built store, Joseph, it's a very branded store where it'll look branded to the customer, but it's a general store. So I'll help you create a branded general store where you only need one domain and you don't gotta keep buying new ones, but it'll still look like a one product store. Let me check the chat. Let me see what you guys got here. How to do payments? Ahmed, we can do like what do you mean payments? Shopify payments? I would say use Shopify payments if you can. If not, go with Stripe. If you can't do Stripe, then I would recommend just looking at the processors that Shopify recommends and seeing if you can get any of those. Yo, Capital Club gang glitches. Let me get a glitch emoji if you're a glitch. How much is mentorship? So Adam, we recommend having 3 to 5K plus to get started, and that would be enough for everything. And if you want to go into all the details and full price breakdown, that's what the call with Mason's for. So he can, explain how the budget would be distributed. How can I improve my conversion rate? So Evan, with the mentorship, we review each store before it goes live. And if we're noticing the conversion rates low, we'll recommend some tweaks to boost that, whether it's changing the offer or adding some more scarcity. So Niels, if you're not getting add to carts, it sounds like it's an offer, or if you're getting add to carts but no sales, it sounds like it's a website issue. So we'd be able to help you get that sorted, bro. Lock in a call. It could just be lack of scarcity. It could be maybe there's like a flaw. I've seen some stores where like the add to carts are actually broken or currency converters don't work. So there's a little checklist I run through to diagnose it, but there should be a fix to it. No Google ads for now. That's not my expertise. TikTok, Snapchat, Meta ads, that's where I'm pretty good with. So going viral on TikTok, you're spamming the same question like 100 times, bro. But we went over that. I showed you the full way to go viral, man. You spent last time typing, more time taking notes. You go back and check. How to know if a product's dead? It would be situational. With my students, we review like a list of 10, 20 products, and then we narrow it down to one, and then we move forward with that. If you have any doubt in your mind, a product working out, Tyson, I would only sell stuff you're convicted in. But again, if you're just getting started with ecom, you're probably like gonna want to test shit products that I would never test in a million years, just because you're new and you haven't seen what's been around. So I would say that's one of the biggest perks of having me by your side is I can just filter out a vast majority of the products. Very similar to Jack and John. Henry, mentorship is me in your pocket. If you want to follow the course, that's fine too. But it's just going to be, I would say, a few months slower. You might have to spend a little more and stress. How do I avoid overthinking? David, in the 4-phase framework, I have an entire product research section. There's a few live product research videos, literally going, through each part. Cool. Could we get the link dropped once more, Mod? And then we'll wrap it up for today. Remember, alien glitch emoji on Instagram. I'll go pick up that pick the winner right after this. I'll drop it on the story too. I'll make it quick. TJ, book a call with Mason if you're within the range and you guys can get that sorted for sure. Cool. Appreciate it. Am I reviewing stores? No store reviews today. I usually do those in the Discord though, like once or twice a month. We do a call quite often in the Discord. Awesome. Appreciate you guys joining up today. We have 250 still in here. You guys are OGs. I would sell the tennis skirt if you guys are here. Go give that a shot. Book call with Mason. And yeah, let's make some cash, guys. Peace. I would sell the tennis skirt if you guys are here. Go give that a shot.